let's get this show on the road. Hello, welcome to the stream, or welcome to the video, wherever you're watching this from. My name is UO Little Man OU, or you could just call me Little Man for short. Just a second, hold on, give me a second. My apologies, I'm back. Don't worry about that though. So, let's get back on track. Hello, welcome to the stream, or to the video. My name is UO Little Man OU, or you could call me Little Man for short. This is my solo survival Minecraft hardcore let's play. So far, honestly, I'm trying the best I can. I'm trying the best that I can. So far, obviously, on the previous stream, I built my copper golem. Currently, I'm building small little stores. A little inspiration from my girlfriend. She kind of, in a way, told me about how, I guess, in churches and stuff, they have like areas where they feed you. So yeah. But I placed these here so that obviously it could come off as like villagers are being fed, but I also placed this over here so that villagers could also get, like, I guess, in a way, depending if you were homeless or if you were in need of help, I guess this would make sense to be here because obviously they could provide certain things. Plus, I mean, why not? Honestly, I don't know what else I was going to fill it up with. And then last but not least is the cauldrons so that I could start putting leather workers in there and they could start giving you clothings. But yeah, so far I honestly don't know what else I should add to this. Because right here is empty. Some of me was thinking just add another workstation here, but then I felt as though maybe switch it up, try something different. Because I could always just cover the middle with something else, but I don't know. It's a lot to cope, it's a lot to go around with. And yes, I did turn off my shaders. I did that a while back. I think I was playing on a realm and I turned them off. But so far, I mean, everything's pretty solid. Now I just gotta figure out what I'm gonna do. I mean, I could potentially build like a resting, like, that's what I'm gonna do. Resting spots. Okay, so I'm gonna cover these all with spots for the homeless people to sleep. Not really homeless people per se, but obviously villagers. It just, I feel as though it would have a stronger have a stronger meaning if it was like homeless people instead. So yeah. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. And obviously if you like the video, want to support, obviously you can like the video. Oh my gosh, did I just repeat myself? Okay. If you're enjoying the video, please like it. You don't have to, but if you do, it will be much appreciated. And yeah. Feel free to subscribe or follow if you want. And you're not peer pressure to. I mean, you don't even have to. You can always dislike the video. I mean, I'd prefer if you didn't, but I mean, to each their own. And yeah. Wait, I gotta think. think. I gotta think. Yeah, gotta take a leap of faith. All of this is still empty too. I want to. There's some little not, I wouldn't say a feature, but it's something that most bigger YouTubers done, to whereas they've collected every last armor piece. Well, let me be more specific. They collect every armor piece except they put every armor trim on each one and made thousands of I guess combinations, if not millions. I'm not completely sure. And some of me was thinking of it. Only reason I haven't committed to it is because I feel as though if I do decide to do that, I need to collect each and every last armor trim. And seeming how I haven't reached it to the end yet, I want to at least wait and get that. So far as you've noticed, my armor has yet to be trimmed yet, and I'm still debating on what I should put. I mean, some of me's thinking make it gold, like black and gold, but I don't know, cause it's either I could do black and gold, gold and black, like get gold armor and just make it black. Honestly, the list goes on. I'm just not a huge fan of armor trims. But I still gotta get the achievement, so we might as well do it anyways. Hopefully I'm doing this right. Hold on. Yeah, okay. Partially. And mind you, the grind don't stop. Gotta keep going. I will say big shout out to, honestly, I forgot his name. I literally just got off my head. Here, I could go to it. Hold on. Give me a quick second. You know, I gotta shout out those who supported me. Or at least spoke on my channel, I should say. And another thing I'm probably gonna need is probably a laptop or computer. One of the two. But give me a second, let me see if I can pull his comment up. It's gonna take some time. But we got all the time we need. If villagers want to get out of here, they won't be able to. Okay, that's beautiful. Yeah, we haven't slept in this game in a few. Maybe we should though. Okay, now that it loaded, hold on, give me a second. Boom. All right, here it goes. So, big shout out to One Bird, Two Stones XYZ for responding to my video an hour ago. I'm not specifically sure if it's accurate, that's in like exactly 1 hour, but I do know that it's letting me know. So I will say like probably an hour and a few minutes. But thank you for responding to my video. Thank you for giving me a heartwarming comment. Obviously, I do feel like it is inspiring and helpful because, I mean, I'm not like 100% taking streaming and recording seriously. Obviously, I do want to. However, honestly, I feel like this is possibly the most actual progress I got in a while. I do have other videos on my account, yes, obviously. However, I feel as though I posted those videos on like Discords and like Kick and all that other nonsense, and obviously I got like 18 views on one of my videos, which not bad, you know, popular. I think I had like 50 on one video, but I think I deleted that. I don't know. But regardless of that matter, genuinely speaking, I do appreciate all the love and support. Because honestly, this is a lot to deal with. I'm going to put all the beds here. And then I'm going to set it up to whereas... yeah. So I'm gonna set up a whole bunch of beds up here so that we'll have people walking around eating food, and like make it seem like they're in town, like homeless people in town. But we'll also have like some statues of villagers and stuff. Honestly, I don't know. I mean, I do. I know for a fact I'd want to put statues of them there. However, I don't know if I should. Obviously, I know. I mean, it's been roughly maybe 3, 4, not 3, 4 months, maybe 3 or 4 months since I started building this church. Kind of crazy. But who cares? I do have to fix that though. That's tacky. But other than that, everything's perfect. So I want to go get all those beds set up. My only issue and concern is when I start to breed to get the villagers, how will I get them up here? Obviously, I do know how, it just more or less the fact that I just don't want to have to do it that way. All I'm going to do is just build a stairway coming all the way up. But yeah. But first I want to start doing all the beds and get that all set up, and then we'll be alright. My only thing is, if I do make the beds, I don't know how many beds I should put regarding up here. Because I'm going to try to put the beds underneath the chairs. But hold on. I kind of want to try that out and make sure it works perfectly before I do it. So let me just... I'm going to try it in creative mode. Just gotta confirm for a quick second. What you watching over there? Oh, she ignoring me. Okay. Yes, you. Who else would I be talking to? Oh, no, I ain't talking to them. I mean, obviously, I'd like to talk to them if there was people here, but I'm alone, so. Oh, that's cool. I get you. Alright, let's see how this works. Okay, here it is. Okay, that's one row. Okay, now three separate English. Three separate rows. Now, obviously, I know what I'm about to do. Oh, just a second. Hmm. All right, we're back on track. So I'm gonna just mark the sections that are for beds. honestly, it's not bad. Yeah, it's not bad. Okay. Alright, they can finish the rest. So, we're gonna, in a way, just do that. Just build it. Well, copper zombies spawn in more frequently now. But, yeah, we're gonna do that. I wanna see how one escapes. He wasn't escaping. Alright, let's try this one. Yeah, maybe. Alright, maybe I'm crazy. Okay, let me stop. And yes, I do make duplicates of my world. I've said this on plenty of occasions. However, I'll say this again so that it is set in stone for my video. Yes, I do duplicate my world for the fact that sometimes some of my worlds get corrupt. Not only is there corruption, but on a few of my previous worlds it never transferred over. Another reason why I'm also what's called deciding to do this is because one I do glitches. I admit that. I mean, don't tell me you believe that I got 4,115 levels from just sitting here grinding at the pigment farm. But yeah. I mean, even these aren't real. Well, they're real, but I didn't get them legit. Oh, that's why I was going this way. So I'm not saying that I'm a cheater, even though technically speaking, me getting all this stuff is cheating. However, what I will say is I like to have fun. I mean, although other people will disagree and say, "Oh, well, being maxed out and everything, having everything isn't fun," and I do agree with that. We're playing Minecraft, so like I can understand if we're playing Warframe, because in Warframe I try to have a little bit of weakness to myself, be a little bit squishy, do a little bit less damage, just so I can just have some fun. Because if I'm sitting there killing everything, is it really fun? And I don't have the wool. It's okay. Surprisingly, somebody has 36 viewers. And honestly, that's inspirational. That's inspirational. Because it makes you wonder the kind of grind that they're going through. Plus, not to mention, it makes you also wonder the 36 people who are watching, like, they took their time out of their day to watch you. When there's like streamers like Kai Cenat or Queso. Literally, Queso's live right now. And let's see who else is live. I don't know most of these people at all. But I do know Queso, so that's enough for me to say. Oh, DDG's live. I don't watch him. However, that proves my point. A whole bunch of people are live right now. But people are willing to sit there and watch you. And that's actually pretty amazing. Makes you wonder if you're different from the rest. But yeah, I'm gonna do just a little bit of work on my church. There's nothing major, just something small. I just wanted to. Ooh, right. I just wanted to post something quick, have a few episodes on my um what's this, on my YouTube / Twitch. But isn't this beautiful? Hold on, because this little dirt nonsense is in the way. I actually used this so I could get all my trees, but isn't this beautiful? Yeah, I know. Bask in this glory. Pause. Define bask. Hold on. I want to use the wrong definition. Okay, I guess it's not off, but it is off. That's besides the point. Where's the sun? Setting. Haven't had time to do anything else. But yeah, I'm going through all the armor trims to try and figure out what I should and shouldn't wear. Some of me is debating to do gold trims. And I would do diamond. However, I'm also thinking getting all the armor and just duplicating the trims and just having several different armor sets with several different armor trims, and just whichever ones I like, just put it together like that. But that's neither here nor there. And it's finally raining when I get inside the building. go to bed? Yes, you are. You're about to pass out. You don't even know what you're reaching for, man. You sleepy. What you doing? Hmm? You were just about to go to sleep. Plus, you laying like that's probably uncomfortable. Hmm? No, for you. I'm only gonna do this for at least another 10 minutes and then and stream. My back's good. I ain't gonna get scoliosis. I'm sorry to hear that. Hmm? Alright, good night. Go and get your Z's in. I'll be joining you in a few. Ow. This is a nice build too. Honestly, I never showcased all of my builds. Well, I never showcased it for YouTube, so let me show you guys what's good. So starting off, this was my first ever build. This house. Coming inside, boom, made the first bottom half. I think after I made the bottom half, I decided to make the basement. And the basement pretty much was supposed to be my storage as well as my safe spot. And then that's when I started figuring out how to do certain glitches. Starting off, this was my cobblestone generator farm. I did this for hours until this was full. This, I filled the top with lava and you made this an infinite fuel source. This was pretty much I believe it was an infinite lava farm too, cause whole time I was doing that and I could just wait. Except there was videos saying you could just make this and you'll instantly get lava. Then my next build was this. Technically this was much longer. It stretched from here all the way down to right here. However, I guess mine was messed up. I assume it was either because of the torches or because of the switches, because, well, the levers, because certain hoppers weren't picking stuff up. So yeah. However, this one right here, it does work, so that's good. Then proceeding through, I made the rest of this. This is the next floor. It was supposed to be more storage. And then I made this. And then you could come out here. Only reason I don't like the fact that I built it here is because mobs do spawn up here and then they'll start walking up here. And then they'll come over and now they want to attack me. Which is why I like back then I used to like enchant, except sometimes that I got sometimes when I got sleepy I would just crouch down and be right here. Except the only issue I found about that was the fact that I was easy. Like I was easy at almost cussed. Hopefully I didn't cuss for most of the stream. But I was a easy target. So anything could have easily just killed me. Then my next build was this. It took me roughly maybe 3 days, maybe 4. Cause I started the bottom half, except I got bored because I was like, I don't specifically know what I'm building. But then I just decided to raise it higher and higher, and decided, okay, well, this mountain, because this is under a mountain, since the mountain comes off at an angle, just make it kind of go with that angle. And so yeah, boom. Then I started filling it up, and then boom, crops and stuff. This, I don't know why I left it open, but I mean, honestly, it doesn't really change much. Then that's when we proceed to our next build. Oh, it's a creeper. How you doing? I was just about to hit him with this, but I remembered tridents do more damage when it's rain. Ow. So then my second build was this right here. I built, so most of these builds I do build in creative before I bring them over here into survival. Obviously, I do have to manually get all of the blocks in survival, but it's more or less just I create it all in creative mode, see how I like it, and then change it up. Most of my builds in creative mode I do build with acacia wood. I think acacia is the orange one, but yeah, I do build it with acacia wood. Honestly, I'm satisfied with how I made it. Maybe I should fix this though. Oh, that's why I got that. I just got that new item because they just updated the game. Okay. I was about to say, I had that wood in my inventory for a while. But yeah, this was my second build. Nothing too extra. I like it. I'd probably use this if I was to personally live in my own game, like well in a realm. Then my second build was this one, I believe. Oof. I don't know. I think it was this one. I'll just say this is the second one. You know, he sells tools. I could have went with either an axe or something else, but I chose the pickaxe. It makes sense. Then he sells sticks and stuff. I mean, he buys sticks and stuff. You know, arrows, yada yada yada. Coming up, you got this guy selling tools like swords and axes. Reasonable. This guy selling armor. And this guy selling leather. And honestly, I think I did pretty good. I will say maybe I should add more details. However, one time I did add details over here. It was supposed to be cold blocks, and they started to escape. So yeah, we're not doing that again. And then let's go to the next build. So the next build is this. This is supposed to be my staples. Hold on, let me eat real quick. So boom, staples. I didn't have the kind of dirt that I wanted, so I just went with what I did have. And I filled this up. And I like the design that I used for the flooring. not as bad as I thought it would be. And then if you come up here, this is the second half. It's pretty empty. Then this is to look over. And then this is where I was planning on having another bedroom. And just have like a farmer or up here. Interesting. Anyways, my bad. My Twitch was telling me something. And then last but not least, we have our church, which I made to be bigger than all of these. Technically speaking, I was trying to make all my builds bigger than the last one. So like this one big, this one bigger, this is the biggest, and then I just went all out with this. The craziest thing is I actually built some of it on I built some of it in creative on my own world, and then after I made the little layout regarding like where the bottom half of the wood would be, like hold on, like these little beams. After I set that up, I just said screw it and I went with the flow. But if you come in, obviously don't mind all the dirt blocks, that's just from Enderman, but you got statues. In every video, I think I always go to the right. I don't think I've ever went to the left, so I could just show you guys the left side. And it's about in my chat. Yeah, we love to see that. And I think this, well, I don't really remember doing this, but so we have armor stands. We're supposed to fill them up with armor, and then I was gonna cover them in glass. We got the armor sets. I will say that I did actually duplicate the armor sets. This was the one that I had before I upgraded it to netherite. That's the armor that I got on right now. However, it just doesn't have a name, or at least it shouldn't have a name. Yeah. Well, I guess my armor doesn't have a name either. Oof. And then this is supposed to be pretty much just all storage. And same goes for over there. All storage. And then this, obviously the area where the church handles their business. Oh, I went over my 10-minute mark. Oh well, I don't care. We could go a little bit longer. And hold on. Over here is technically supposed to be the same as the other side with all the armor stands. Up here is pretty much empty. I still don't know what I want to put here. I was thinking putting all the food stations from above actually down here. However, I'm not sure yet. Pretty barren. But when we go to the third floor, you will see that obviously there's a lot of progress. So, boom, already we have a copper golem. I built these little pillars around, and the reason this arm isn't attached, I was trying to make it seem as though like obviously it's withering, is like not really withering like the effect, but withering as in like it's getting old and damaged. So boom, Um, this obviously, we just did this literally last night and technically this morning. And then over here, I want to put all the statues of villagers. But yeah, so far so good. Honestly, I'm happy with what I've made. And then obviously we have the bell. I'm thinking of putting a mini bell on the inside of here. And then alright, for now I'm just gonna end the stream. It's getting late. However, I do hope you enjoyed. There will be more to it. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. But with that being said, please do take care.